Welcome back to another video. I am very excited to be making another video again. I know it's been a while, but I guess it's just been a while. I can't really say much about it. There might be a bit of lag because I have a download going on for a video on my main channel that's going to come out at some point. Probably not anytime soon, but it's going to be one of my future videos. So I just want to get this video out of the way and just do this now because this is a very interesting concept, like very interesting topic. It's the London opening. It's the opening I use. The opening I always use is white. I don't know why. It's basically just a good opening. It's good for really anyone because it's easy to remember. It's a big setup and it's very good defensively. And no matter, and you can use it just whenever. So getting into it, I start with d4. Most common move would be d5. I have also seen people do e5, which is, I don't know. Let's just say d5. Bishop f4, the accelerated London. So I'm going to use knight f6 as a recommended for this, because protect this pawn, so it's good. I've also seen c6 and bishop f5. I'm going to do knight f6, e3. E3, like, these are the three main moves that you need. And you can just, basically, you can now do different things with it if you want to. I mean, the most likely move is going to be f5. Typically, I would do knight f3. I also do bishop b5. Don't do pawn c3. Don't do this. Don't. See? Bishop. If you do that, then that takes knight. And you lose a knight, which is not good at this stage of the game. You don't want to lose a knight. Now, the move I would recommend for black at this point. Yeah, don't do this. Okay, I think it's. Hold on, I need to count the moves. I don't know what move we're on. Yeah, it's white's move. G3. Sorry, F3. G1 to F3. Do that. Oh my god. For what I recommend, E6. Defends the bishop, defends the pawn. It's symmetry. So you basically are in the same position as your opponent. If you're playing black, of course. You're going to want to do knight to d2. Your opponent is probably going to do something like, either they're going to do like bishop d6 or knight c6. I'm going to do bishop d6 on this one. And you can do either of those. Either of them are fine. And then c3. Because that bishop has nowhere to go. Since that knight is now out of the way, they're protecting each other. Everything on this board is protected. Everything on this board, there's, like, anything that it takes is going to be taken back. Now, in this scenario, you're basically free to do whatever at this point. I'm going to show you one last move. Knight c6. Bishop b5. This is a good London. This is a perfect London. You have room to castle on this side. You don't want a castle on this side. You can't, because bishop. You have a lot of places you can move your queen here to protect the knights, this pawn. You can move your queen out. There's lots of space for your knights to go, for your bishop to go. You could do a bishop trade, which I wouldn't recommend. You could protect your bishop. There are lots of things you can do with this opening. And there are some variations you can do with the opening that can make the opening better for a certain scenario and still technically do a London. But the London is mainly used like that. Well, that's how I mainly use it, at least. So, d4, d5. If that happens, you're completely fine. Pawn is here. I would probably not do well in this scenario. I'd probably do h4 to prepare for something. Opponent is probably going to do knight c6. What I'm thinking here, bishop g5. You have to block with the bishop, with the knight, or, well, you can't really do anything else. You have to block it or else queen's dead. And then the next move would probably be block with bishop, pawn there, put a pawn here, and then knight here. And then this would be a, this is like the farthest from London they can get. That's still kind of a London, but it's still good for a scenario. It's still good for that scenario. It's sort of like a London, so not horrible. d4, d5, bishop goes there, bishop goes there, direct symmetry. Now, in a scenario like that, I've almost never seen this happen. You're gonna actually want to, you're actually gonna want to take with the bishop here, because now that pawn can't move, that pawn can't move, or else it's a knight trade, or it's a knight bishop trade, or just bishop takes rook. So you can't reinforce that bishop there. You have to reinforce the bishop like this, or there's really no other way to reinforce that bishop. You're basically making that bishop completely useless. Your opponent is gonna have to move that bishop. One last scenario. If this happens, you reinforce it. And I have sometimes seen people try to drag the queen out. Like, people can sometimes do, like, crazy moves, try to get the queen out as fast as possible. Whatever happens, focus on the queen. Focus on the queen and the middle. Everything else is completely useless. So that's my tutorial for the London opening. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Wrong button.